Station, this is Houston. Are you ready for the event?
Houston, this is Station. We are ready for the event.
European Space Agency, this is Mission Control Houston. Please call station for a voice check.
Space Station, this is Elizabeth Hyder. Can you hear us?
Yes, Elizabeth, we can hear you loud and clear. How about us?
Yes, Elizabeth, we can hear you loud and clear. How about us?
Great. We're very excited to have you with us today. I'll turn you over to Mr. Foysel now, who will ask you a few questions.
Okay, thank you very much for talking to you. It's a great honor and pleasure for me to have a little talk with you in orbit. We discussed here under full gravity this whole afternoon about 10 years of Columbus and ATV, and later on we will even celebrate 20 years of the International Space Station. So, but nevertheless, it's also worthwhile to have a look into the future. We heard a little bit about future plans, and I personally would be very interested to see a worldwide exploration program going back to Moon or Mars or whatever. I'm sure you have certainly some perspectives from your point of view. Could you share this with us a little bit?
Sure. First of all, congratulations to the entire ESA team on the 10-year anniversary of Columbus, which is where we are now. And we do a lot of stuff in here almost every day, so it's very impressive. When we talk about exploration, the work we're doing here, I think, is super important. There's still a lot that we need to learn as we look at going back to the moon, to Mars, and even further out. The human body, there's so many things that we're learning about it, and we need to make sure that we're in good shape when we get to those destinations. And then the technology that we are developing here on the space station, those are the concepts that we're going to use when we go out and further explore. So it's a neat laboratory we have here. There's a lot we're learning, and it's super important for the exploration we're going to be doing here in the near future.
I think my colleagues have some questions. Huh?
Thank you. So, nice to see you. And Mr. Vande, first of all, thank you very much for all your efforts and work and for promoting lung health in space and on Earth. So, you recently performed an in-flight airway monitoring experiment session. What most stick to your mind about this session?
Well, first of all, about the experiment itself, the fact that airway monitoring is associated both with furthering humans' ability to explore and has an immediate health benefit to people on the ground struck me about the experiment. And then being able to do the work in the airlock, anytime we get to work in the airlock is always great, so I really enjoyed that a lot.
The results from this study, how can these help people on Earth?
My understanding is that they've already been helping with diagnostic tools to help identify people that have asthma. So it's really nice to be able to work on something that is good for our exploration future and helps families and parents understand better what type of problems their children may be having. So it's a good feeling.
Part of the experiment, of the airway monitoring experiment, is in reduced ambient pressure. And this is a bit special, and we had to work hard to get this through and get this accepted. But how does this reduced pressure part affect you? What kind of preparations do you have to do when you enter the airlock, the U.S. airlock?
Well, quite honestly, normally when we're going into the airlock and depressurizing the airlock, it's in preparation for doing a spacewalk. So there's a sense of excitement that comes along with that. And of course, you want to be really good at all the preparations that are associated with a spacewalk. So anytime we get more experience with that equipment, with getting in the airlock, that's a bonus as far as I'm concerned. Physiologically, it's such a slow process, it's a safe process that there was nothing alarming about it at all. It was just like working any place else. The only difference was because myself and Noordwijk Kanai were in that space with a lower pressure than the rest of the station, we were just isolated from the rest of the crew for some period of time.
And honored and feel very privileged for having the chance to ask you today 2 questions about the ESA and DLR-sponsored experiment Circadian Rhythms. Timing is everything on Earth and on the space station. In December 2017, the Nobel Prize of Medicine was awarded for understanding the biological clocks of our body. Drive the circadian rhythm and synchronize it using daylight and darkness. On the ISS, you don't follow a 24-hour day and night cycle. So my first question is, how does this affect your life on the space station and your circadian rhythm? For instance, your well-being and your performance.
Certainly getting a good night's sleep depends a lot on maintaining that rhythm. And getting a good night's sleep has a huge impact on our performance. I jokingly say that sometimes living on the space station, where typically the lighting that you see is all artificial lighting, it's kind of like working in a basement in a beautiful place in the Alps, where there's a little window someplace and you can get to it and the view's amazing when you're looking out the window, but otherwise your body clock is determined by the lighting we have. The nice thing for us here is that we've actually got special lighting that allows us to change the frequency of the lights we're seeing so that we get our bodies in that natural rhythm to prepare for sleep and sleep well when it's time.
This leads to my second question right away. You just mentioned sleep, and it's very clear, we are very well aware that circadian rhythm also tightly controls your sleep. What do you do to improve and maintain your sleep quality and sleep duration on board the station?
Well, because I tend to go to bed fairly early, as soon as we finish our workday, I change all the lighting to what we call the pre-sleep mode. So it's kind of like a sunset inside the station, or we jokingly call it mood lighting. I also try to maintain a set schedule because I find if I stick to the same schedule, my body adapts to it and everything works fine. And then lastly, I like to kind of wind down, having some time to wind down and read a book, especially if it's a book that isn't glowing brightly, that helps me fall asleep very easily.
Sharing with us these experiences.
I'm sorry, I missed that one. Can you say it again?
When we signed the intergovernmental agreement in '98, I think in 2008 it was the intention to operate the space station for 10 years. So actually in this year or even earlier, the lifetime should have expired of the space station. But now we are celebrating 10 years Columbus and ATV, and as I mentioned already, in November this year, 20 years of Saria. What is the technical shape and operational shape of the International Space Station? Are you content, and do you expect that it can live much longer than originally expected?
Yeah, like you mentioned, we have well surpassed all of the expectations in terms of the lifespan of the International Space Station, and it's amazing in how great of a condition the space station is. I was here 5 years ago, and I come back now, and things are even better. We're improving the space station, so it's not in a state of degradation. Again, here in Columbus, you know, just in the short time that Mark and I have been here, we have operated almost all of the racks that we have here with new science experiments. You can look throughout the space station, and we are bringing up new supplies. We're trying out new technologies. So it's very interesting on how you can have something that, while the shell might be very, very old, the inside just keeps getting improved. And so I expect it to continue, and I think we'll be surprised at how much longer it can go.
And maybe another question. There is a lot of space debris around the world in low Earth orbit and in other orbits. How frequently do you have impacts or escape maneuvers from such perturbations?
That's a great question. I know the space station is certainly designed with that environment in mind, and there are places outside the space station that have sharp edges because they have been struck by items. But again, the space station was designed very well and was designed to resist those, so we haven't had a puncture in the pressurized shell. As far as, because we do have the ability to track larger objects, when we know that there's a range that those objects will pass within range of the space station, there's decision-making whether or not to change the space station's orbit. And I think that happens about those debris avoidance maneuvers 2 or 3 times a year, but I really can't say with any certainty about how often that happens.
We still have 9 minutes left. Are there maybe some questions from the audience to the astronauts and cosmonauts? Yeah. The question was from Professor Werner, the Director General of ESA. Where do you want to go next time?
The first place I want to go next is my home, get back to the Earth. But then as far as the next trip into space, I am really hoping that we create a moon base. So another place like we have established in low Earth orbit where we have a permanent human presence, but this time on the moon, to go there not just to visit for a short time, but to go there and stay. There's tremendous research benefits for the science of understanding the moon, for the science of understanding how to survive someplace else. And it's a wonderful testbed for developing technologies to help people survive on Mars someday with a much easier way to get people back if things don't go well.
Other questions? What did you say? Yeah. Have you seen Tesla flying by?
No, we haven't seen Tesla flying by, but I was kind of fantasizing about how neat it would be to have it dock with the space station, and it would probably be a good PR thing for them to have us floating around their car and being very impressed by how neat it looks. But I don't think we're going to get that opportunity.
Anybody else?
Any other question?
I can put one.
Yes.
Yeah. So we can clearly see that things float around, and that's also true for particles and dust. And what about the air quality? Now, since you have the lack of gravity, what about the dust and the larger particles? Do you inhale them? Can you notice that?
Yeah, so things do float around. We have a larger particle here that you can see. So if it's a larger particle, we can see it, we can grab them, but in all of the modules, we have a really good air circulation system. We have vents coming out here. We have an intake, and at least in Columbus, in one location, and so things tend to migrate in those areas. It's funny when we eat, if we're eating something that we know produces a lot of crumbs, we can get closer to the inlet so that it can get captured and not float around. And after being here for a while, you get pretty smart about the airflow, And so when you're working and you forget to attach a tool somewhere and you lose it, you know the different places you can go to try to find that. So it really is impressive with all of the stuff that we have up here with the amount of food, the skin that may come off of your body, that the circulation system and the filtration system is really, really good and keeps the air quality really nice. And we test the air quality on a regular basis. I know Mark was doing a study just the other day where he was collecting samples. So it's very, very nice.
Thank you very much, Mark, for your looping. It is very helpful because my grandchildren, they always say they are not really in space. It's all organized in NASA Hollywood. So the proof is done. But we have 10 astronauts in our room. Are there questions from your side on your colleagues in orbit?
I think you were asking if we have any questions for the audience there, so maybe you can answer for someone. What expectations do you have of the space program, and where do you see us being in the next 5 to 20 years?
I'm not sure whether I'm the right one to answer. There are more qualified to answer this question, but I tell you about my dream. I think the decisions which we are still celebrating the results of have been taken in '95, so it's 22 years ago. So I would dream in my young age of 78 years, I would dream of a worldwide exploration program following exploration of low Earth orbit in the future, because I think it's a need to do something also in improving technologies and equipments and so on, and then to go back to Moon and later on to start exploiting our planetary system, be it going to asteroids or to Mars or to other missions that bring the worldwide unity together, because I think that one of the biggest value, apart from science and technology, of the International Space Station was the international cooperation itself. That is worthwhile all efforts and all money which we have, or governments have put in this enterprise.
So I think you were the perfect person to ask and answer that question. I couldn't have said it any better.
If you would look out of the window in a few minutes, you would fly right over Noordwijk. So that would be great to wave to us, and maybe we have time to wave back.
All right, we'll be looking for you. So yes, please wave to us. And it's very cool to be going around the Earth and to see how beautiful it is, and to see all the different the locations, the geographies, the landscape. And so we'll be looking for you in just a few minutes.
We are coming to the end of our session. I hope we will have a vice versa interview session once again at one of your next missions, but we wish you all the best continuation of your present mission, and hopefully see you again at one or the other mission in the future. Thank you very much for your time.
Station, this is Houston ACR. That concludes the event.
Thank you to all the participants from European Space Agency. Station, we are now resuming operational audio communications.